Yo, what is going on, my friends? Welcome to today's video, and today's video is extraordinary, okay? Pun intended. Now, as always, I always remind you guys to like and subscribe at the beginning, and it's really important that you absolutely smash like. But here's a trade. Smash like this guy smashes himself with a rocket inside my bubble. Boom. That simple, my friends. Just smash that like button. It's really easy. Just like that guy really easily rocketed himself in my bubble. I'm taking you guys over to the recaster because I decided I wanted to get a god roll Extraordinary Rendition, or at least a roll that I was after, which was basically an Extraordinary Rendition with Frenzy. That is what I wanted, and you can see how I'm pulling them here. I think I pulled about 4 or 5 of these things from the Umbral recaster, and you can see the rolls we got here, not very good. Got a couple of surplus rolls, which is obviously surplus is going to be a pretty weak perk unless they rework it now, with those big ability nerfs coming in the future. With the 30th anniversary DLC dropping very soon. See Overflow Thresh we got on this one. I guess this one could be good in PvE actually, getting super fast Overflow, meaning you don't have to reload as much. So maybe I could keep that, I don't know. But we got more, my friends, we got even more, so don't worry. Is the roll right here. We've got Outlaw, Frenzy, Extended Barrel, and a Range Masterwork. So we have as much range as we can get. Got Frenzy, which is basically, my thinking is mini TARRABAH basically for this weapon. This is what I was looking for. I was looking for a Frenzy roll. We got a high range and we got Outlaw. Now we are rocking Peacekeepers, and we paired it up with a couple of different weapons. There we are teabagging a failed Shatter Dive because, you know, that is just how we do. Feel free to drop a like for a failed Shatter Dive attempt. Oh my goodness, you Shatter Diving weasels. Your days are numbered. But yeah, so with this setup, we're rocking Peacekeepers. We're rocking the Extraordinary Rendition, which is an aggressive frame SMG. So think Huckleberry, TARRABAH, you know, those types of SMGs. The Icolos SMG. That archetype is a kinetic. It comes with 15 zoom, and it is honestly really underrated. And one of the things about this weapon alone is just the way it sounds. It sounds so meaty. It sounds like it is just an absolute shredder. When you hit people with this, it just feels like you're shredding them. It has an absolutely fantastic sight. One of the cleanest sights in the game. It's just so unobtrusive, it's so clean, it's so straight to the point. It's absolutely beautiful. And with it being an aggressive frame, it does what it says on the tin. These things absolutely rip at close range, guys. Now, this might sound obvious to say, but you really want to try and hit as many crits as you can. The body shot damage is decent for getting them ready for a melee, but if you want to outright just melt them with the gun, hit some crits up close and you will see how fast they die. I want to give you guys an in-depth explanation of what Frenzy does, so I'm going to completely break this down for you. Thanks to the website d2gunsmith.com, they have a perfect breakdown of the perk, and it reads as follows. Frenzy. Being in combat for an extended time increases damage, handling, and reload for this weapon until you are out of combat. Being in combat for 12 seconds grants 15% increased damage, increased your handling, increased your reload speed, and it lasts until you're out of combat. Being in combat is having dealt or received damage within 5 seconds. The beauty of this perk is that it is basically the ultimate run and gun SMG perk. If you're rocking Peacekeepers and an SMG, you are going to be in combat all the time. You're moving around very fast, you're getting in and out of gunfights very quickly, you're strafing into cover, you're reloading instantly with Peacekeepers, and you just basically, it is essentially the constantly in combat loadout, the Peacekeeper SMG Titan, and it absolutely complements this weapon fantastically. Again, with this being a 750 RPM SMG, it is weak in the areas of handling, stability, you know, all of these sorts of things. Reload speed is not the best. Frenzy basically alleviates a lot of the weaknesses, as well as giving you a damage buff. Aggressive frames with any kind of damage buff just become ridiculously powerful. They are already very good just with their standard damage. So when you throw in a damage buff, they just become a close range punching machine, man. It really is incredibly powerful. And you can just decimate even shotgunners. If you have a perk active, if you have something going on an aggressive frame. By the way, this guy, he tried, man, he tried, but you can't break my bubble, brother. You just can't do it. But yeah, if you have any kind of damage perk, man, things just get real filthy, real fast. And that is why Frenzy is a fantastic perk. This thing, if I was to compare it to anything, I would say it is the kinetic TARRABAH. This is as close as you'll get to a TARRABAH equivalent. It's the same archetype. Frenzy works almost in a kind of similar way to TARRABAH's perk, in the sense that you're constantly in combat, taking damage, giving damage, you know, all of these sorts of things. It's sort of like a mini TARRABAH. That is how I would describe this thing. Now, the stability on my roll is obviously low, But I find, this is just my opinion, but controlling the recoil on full auto weapons in this game is pretty easy. Now, I am on PC with controller, and basically the gameplay you're seeing here, you can replicate this one-to-one essentially on a next generation console. It's basically the same thing. Obviously, if you're on last gen consoles, controlling the recoil on these will be a little bit trickier, simply because of the FOV. You're so much more zoomed in, and you can just see so much more of the gun's kick that it's hard to control it. But as you can see here in the gameplay, it is buttery smooth in my hands. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. In this gameplay here, we're pairing it up with a hand cannon. I'm using my igneous hammer with the Extraordinary Rendition. In that intro montage, you saw me rocking this thing with a Shayura's Wrath with Harmony, and that was just absolute insanity as well, because I was getting kills with this bad boy, and then when it was out of ammo, I'd swap to the Shayura's, I'd activate Harmony, I would insta-kill someone, I'd swap back to this thing, Frenzy would proc. Things get wild when you pair this up with two SMGs. I was going for a slightly more measured approach when I was using the hand cannon with it, because I just thought, you know, hand cannon SMG, a bit of a throwback to the Destiny 2 Year 1 loadouts. Obviously, I've been playing quite a bit of Halo, actually, if you guys have been coming by to my live stream. And, you know, it's been a real change of pace, and Halo kind of reminds me of Destiny 2 Year 1. So I kind of pulled this loadout out just to see how it would do. If you guys want to see me play Halo, by the way, come over to the Twitch channel. I don't know if I'll be uploading Halo stuff to the YouTube channel. It's my first ever Halo game. I just hit Diamond rank in Ranked, but I'm alright. I'm alright at Halo, I'm nothing special. So I don't know if I'll ever upload any content to the YouTube. But like I said, if you want to see me play live, twitch.tv/shake is the place. We play Destiny, but we play all sorts of games there as well. So if you want to see those, come on by. Here we are in a game of a Rumble, and you know, we've got some Tractor Cannon. He was going to Chaos Reach me, so you know, Chaos Reach is going to destroy the bubble and kill me. So I figured I'm going to take you with me, you know what I mean? And yeah, this thing is an absolute monster. I don't think I mentioned it yet either, but it looks absolutely phenomenal as well. It's one of the best looking guns in the game. One of the best sounding guns as well. And it's kind of just slept on. I don't remember the last time I died to an Extraordinary Rendition. And while Multimac and Shayura's are for sure better than this thing, that doesn't mean that this weapon is bad by any stretch of the imagination. I think this current sort of SMG mini meta we've got going, kind of, you know, people are, you know, it's like if you can't beam someone at 25 meters, you know, it's useless. That's not really true. Obviously, Shayura's and Multimac have the advantage because of the range. There's no doubt about that. But it's not like this is a bad gun just because you can't map someone at 25 meters. It does what it does really, really well. If you pair this thing up with another SMG or use it with a long range weapon, you know, you are going to have a good old time, my friend. Just like this guy and me at... I see, this is why they're nerfing dodge hunters. You've got no one to blame but yourselves. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and come over to the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/shake. I'd love to see you there. Take it easy, guys. Much love.